Alright, in this video we're going to take the data that's in local storage, which you can see right here, and we want to loop through it and print out each run in a list on the front page, on the home page. Okay, so what we're going to do is in script.js we're going to create a function called show stats. So show all runs on home page. Show, let's call it show runs. That's a little better. Okay, and we're going to declare it here, but we also want to call it. We want it to be the first thing that's called. Okay, so all we have to do is type in the name of the function, show runs. Okay, so first thing we want to do, get the object. Get runs object. Actually, we're getting the string because it's in, if it's in local storage, it's actually a string. Variable runs equal to, what was it called again? Get runs object. Okay, we're going to use this again. Alright, now let's check if empty. Okay, so we're going to say if runs is not equal to nothing and runs is not equal to null. Okay, and then what we're going to do is loop through the object. Okay, so we're going to use a for loop. Okay, so a for loop takes 3 parameters. The first is going to be a variable we create, which we'll call I, and we'll set to 0. Okay, second one is going to be the condition. So we're going to say as long as I is less than runs dot length, and then the third is going to be an increment, so we're going to increment by 1, so we can do I++. Alright, so runs dot length is going to get us the number of runs that we have in our local storage object, okay, which is right now I think 2. Alright, and then what we want to do is append to our stats list on the home page. So stats, then we want to say dot append. Now there's going to be a lot of stuff in here. First of all, it's going to be a list item. I think we need quotes. Okay, the list item is going to have a few classes. Okay, it's going to have a class of UI body inherit, and let's see what else, UI li static. Alright, so these classes are for the jQuery mobile user interface. Okay, so that's what they have to do with. They don't have anything to do with anything that we're doing. It's just to style it correctly. Alright, so next in the list item we want, let's see, let's look at the final version here to see what we're going to have. Let's just add something real quick. Alright, so we want it to look like this. So we're going to have a date. So we'll do strong date. Alright, and then we want to get the date from our object, okay? And we can do that using the I variable. Okay, so right here we need to concatenate runs and then the iteration I, and then the field we want, which is date. Okay, so we'll get the date. Now before we add other stuff here, like the edit and delete button and the miles, I just want to test it out, and it shouldn't do anything yet. Alright, so what we need to do here is we need to, let's reload this. We need to append, I'm sorry, not append, we need to bind the page init event with the list view. Okay, so in order for that list to update, we need to do that. So underneath the for loop, we want the page, which is home, and we want to say dot bind, and then in here we want the page init function, or I'm sorry, event. Alright, and then we want a function, and we want to get the stats UL and call list view, and we need to refresh it. Alright, let's give that a shot. Okay, it's still not showing. Unexpected token on 12. What's that? Oh, we didn't put the word function here. Unidentified is not a function. It's on 19. Stats.append. How is that not a function? Stats.append. Oh, we've got the jQuery $sign here. Alright, let's try that. Okay, good. So we're just getting the date here, but you can see that it's working. We do have 3 values in local storage. If we look at the resources, you can see that it matches these here. Alright, so basically we just need to keep adding to this string. So date, let's concatenate onto a new line here. And then we're going to do, let's see, we'll do a line break, and then the distance. So we'll do a strong tag, and put in distance. Okay, and then we'll just concatenate that. So we want to do runs, same thing, runs I, and then the name of the field, which is miles. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, now we get the date, the distance. Let's put an M there for miles. Alright, and then after that, we want to have our edit and delete buttons. Okay, so we're going to create a div, the class of controls. Alright, and let's see, I'm going to concatenate this. Okay, controls, and then we'll have a link, and that's going to go to edit. And this link here is going to actually have a lot more attributes onto it for in the next video, but I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Okay, so we have edit, and then we have delete. And that's going to go to, actually we'll just leave this for now. Alright, so let's check that. Alright, so what I want to do is I just want to float the buttons, the controls. So if we go to Style, we just want to say Controls float to the right. There we go. Alright, so that looks good. We should be able to filter as well. So we'll say 10.08. Okay, so that filter is good. In the next video, we're going to create the edit functionality. Okay, so we'll actually have to create a new page in our index file for edit, which will basically be the same as the add, except it'll have the information filled in already. Alright, so we'll be doing that next.